commentate. This is La Migra. Por favor, put the oranges down and step away from the cell phone. I repeato, I'm deporting you back home out.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. One thing that can certainly be said about President Trump's White House is that they told us who they were and what they were going to do if we elected them. And that's why we elected them. Here's Tom Homan at the RNC convention saying, "I will deport every single criminal alien in this country. You better start packing your bag," as the crowd holds a sign that says mass deportations.
Message. As a guy who spent 34 years deporting illegal aliens, I got a message to the millions of illegal aliens that Joe Biden's releasing our country in violation of federal law. You better start packing now.
This is what was said before the election, right? These aren't like blustery words that are said like, we got you, snuck it in there. Like, no, Project 2025 isn't real. No, it's totally real. This is the promise, and this is why we elected them. And now the White House is making ASMR videos about deportations and what it sounds like to chain up criminal aliens and put them on flights. This is the White House with millions of followers posting this, saying, sound up. And this has an effect, actually, on criminal aliens. Let me tell you. The chain hitting the metal stairs is really quite the effect. There are now Cinco de Mayo parades that are being canceled across the country in left-wing sanctuary cities because they believe that it will be used as a vector to round up and arrest criminal aliens. This is my favorite story I've seen in a very long time. Sanctuary city cancels Cinco de Mayo parade over fears of ICE raids that will... move that will infuriate Trump. Okay, Chicago has canceled its Cinco de Mayo parade held annually in the sanctuary city over fears of ICE raids. Organizers announced on Thursday that the parade, which was set to be held on the southwest side of the city next month, has been canceled because of Trump's war on illegal immigrants. Our people are sacred, says Hector Escobar, president of... Should Hector get a knock on the door? Who knows? Escobar told ABC7, some of them, they don't even want to go to work, and some of them, they are taking a high risk. It's definitely not much to celebrate. The 5th of May festivities originally celebrated the Mexican victory, the French Battle of Puebla in 1862. Activists then later rediscovered the holiday and transformed it into the meaning of ethnic pride and now resonates with many in celebration of Mexican-American culture. There is no such thing. Chicago became the target of President Trump's administration early in the president's second term. Soon after Inauguration Day, the sanctuary city saw one of the first big raids of immigration and customs enforcement. This would be an exciting time to do a raid. I mean, could you think of anything better? Right? Could you think of like a better opportunity to sort of line people up and check IDs? Efforts to deport illegal immigrants crawled their way back to the cities and suburbs, left many concerned. We don't want to have any confrontation or having people taken away from the festival, from the parade, to custody. So you're hosting a parade of 4 illegal aliens. What do you think is going to happen? We could have done it with 50% of the sponsorship, which is great. But again, it's not about the money. It's about safety. Well, how about have just Americans at your parade? How about don't have criminal aliens at your parade? At this point, we don't know if it's even going to happen next year. They're hoping the parade can go on next year, but they're prepared to cancel it should the deportation efforts remain rampant or increase. Well, that is exactly what's going to happen. Local Chicago coverage of this has been hysterical. Here we go.
Here in Chicago's Mexican community over President Trump's immigration policies. That's why organizers say they made the decision to cancel the annual Cinco de Mayo parade and festivities. It was scheduled for next month. This comes as Chicago became one of several so-called sanctuary cities in the U.S. targeted by immigration and customs enforcement. Organizers say nearly half of the event sponsors dropped out due to those concerns.
Oh, okay. It's not just Chicago. Philadelphia has canceled the Cinco de Mayo parade and to shield criminal illegal aliens from ICE raids when you just get them all in the same spot. There is nothing to celebrate. Organizers cancel West Side Cinco de Mayo parade over Trump's immigration policy. Chicago has canceled its Cinco de Mayo parade, held annually. The organizers said on Thursday that the parade, well, would probably be better not to have because it would just give a massive ICE raid target. Cinco de Mayo parade is canceled in Chicago. The kicker, it's for keeping residents safe from Trump and Tom Homan, not the gangs.
And Terrence, of the 27 arrested, 22 of them were charged with one misdemeanor count of reckless conduct. 2 others face a charge of disorderly conduct for breaching the peace. And the final 3 face multiple charges, including a 20-year-old man charged with felony aggravated battery of a police officer. The celebration started at around 12:30 in the afternoon, going south on Damon. But an hour later, police announced that the parade had been canceled due to gang violence in the area.
Really? Oh, okay. Got it. This is why it was canceled last year, by the way. The gang violence, not the deportations. This year it's the deportations. Remarkable. No protests over that, though, right? No protests over the gang violence. This is what America voted for. Chicago's Cinco de Mayo parade canceled. ICE went to the middle of Boston courtroom and arrested an illegal alien during the middle of his trial, which I think is amazing. Watch his attorney panic when she realizes what's happening. Liberal white women, the scourge of this country.
New video obtained from defense attorney Murat Erkan showing the aftermath of his client Wilson Martel LeBron after ICE agents took him away last Thursday.
What are you doing with my client? Well, he's not your client. He's actually someone from Venezuela, and he's going back. They all got to go back. 48 hours after Tom Homan stepped foot into Chicago, law enforcement has delivered results. 2 illegal aliens arrested for murder. 9 ruthless members of the Tren de Aragua gang arrested. 7 child predators arrested. Tom Homan says, we're going to make these communities safer, whether they like it or not. Tom Homan, a man of his word. Also, Trump policies, pretty great. DHS will enforce a law that fines illegal aliens $1,000 a day for failing to self-deport. If you don't self-deport, then we'll seize your home. Message to illegal aliens. Leave now or lose it all. Oh, man, this is pretty great. Goodness. Leave the country. Trump plans to fine migrants $1,000 a day for failing to leave after deportation order, or else you can get your home repossessed by the federal government. Brilliant idea. Illegals could have all of their assets legally confiscated upon deportation. Great incentive to get out now. Gotta tell you, man, they know how to do it. Cinco de Mayo parade's very annoying holiday. So I view this as an absolute win, right? Yeah. In case you're wondering, my favorite video from this entire administration, there are many, but Dr. Phil deporting a criminal alien is definitely one of the top on the list. Dr. Phil went on a criminal alien deportation raid the day after Donald Trump was sworn in Chicago. Imagine being deported by Dr. Phil. Here we go.
What's your name?
Seda.
Seda what? Do you have a first and last name?
Sam.
Seda Sam?
Yes.
Where you from?
Where I was born or where I'm from?
Where you born?
Thailand.
You been deported before from the United States?
No.
Never been deported?
But I've been in the system before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been charged with
Charged where?
before?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna talk to my lawyer.
Yeah. Are you a citizen?
My mom's a citizen.
Your mother's a citizen?
Yes.
But you're not?
Nope.
But you've never been deported before?
You Dr. Phil. You look like Dr. Phil.
Yeah? How do you know me?
No, I seen Dr. Phil, on TV.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is an example of sanctuary cities, right? We got an illegal alien convicted of sex crimes involving children, and he's walking the streets of Chicago. Again, the downfall, the problem with the sanctuary city, that people like us walking the street rather than local law enforcement working with federal agents. This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah. You've been charged with sex crimes with children?
Not really.
Not really? And never been deported?
Nope.
Huh.
Let's take him in, process him, lock him up.
Got it, sir. All right. We got transport.